Today I've implemented controls for the portrait. With that I mean the user can now drag on the portrait to rotate the scene. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. So in here, in the world, you can eject the mouse and rotate the scene, just like this. You can also zoom in and zoom out. So that's pretty useful. It was a lot easier than I expected it to be. There's a whole lot of support for this already in Unreal, so that was quite nice. Didn't have to implement an entire input system all on my own. That's pretty good, because that would have been a big pain in the ass. I've also thought about how to most properly implement key binding. So you want to do it in a way where the user can change the bindings. You also want to be able to bind more than just the mouse. So maybe you want to be able to control it with a keyboard or a controller or on touch. So far, I've just made this struct where I have a list of all the things you can do. So you can orbit on the x-axis, on the y-axis, and you can zoom. And then you can just here add a list of all the keys that you want to have for this action. So you can have the mouse, the gamepad, and the left gamepad and the right gamepad. This works pretty well. The big problem is if you want to use something that isn't necessarily an axis key. So let's say you want to use the keyboard instead. Right now, I believe you have to set keyboard focus on the viewport for that to work, and I haven't tested this, so it might not actually work, so I have to take a look at that before I release this. But other than that, this is pretty nice. Pretty happy with this. Works pretty well. Another thing I've been thinking about is how to do movement. So right now you can rotate and zoom. But what if I wanted to move to the right, or even walk around in this scene? For that, you would need more than just, mouse and drag. You need proper input. I've been thinking about like how Blender does this, where you can, you can rotate, and if you hold down Shift, you can move. You'd probably want something like this. Just how input is structured in Unreal makes this a little bit tricky. The trickiest thing is how to represent this in a reasonable way, so the user can interact with this and set their own bindings and customize it to how they want to use it. So I'm probably gonna need to tweak this some before I'm done with this. But right now I'm probably gonna move on to some other thing. Let's see what the next thing here is. Transparent backgrounds is probably a big thing. I've done preliminary testing with this and it doesn't seem to work for some reason. I have some ideas as to why this is. So hopefully I'll be able to figure that out. So that's probably gonna be the next thing up.